Yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people, you are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. Should we get right into it? Because tonight, an icon will fall. Whether it's going to be Derek Chisora or Deontay Wilder, that remains to be seen. However, you are free to take your pick, just as I've taken my pick, and that is for Deontay Wilder to win. As much as I want Derek Chisora to win, I think Deontay Wilder is going to take this one. If I'm totally honest, my guys, my people. So I've totally gone against the grain here. I've gone against the majority consensus. I've gone against the bookies, my guys, my people. And if you do follow this channel, you will understand that I'm not about belonging to a majority safety club. I'm about giving honest analysis based on my true honest observation, my guys, my people, and I am giving you no less on this one, my guys, my people. Now, that said, should we actually, before we go to that, all right, I've made one or two observations that, you know, just so happens to reinforce my prediction, my guys, my people, which is of course a Deontay Wilder win, right? But before we get into that, let's talk about these two absolute legends. I'm starting with Derek Chisora, who is absolutely loved over here in the UK. You know, first of all, for the violence that he brings in the ring, the fact that he represents his his alias War Chisora, my guys, my people, to the fullest, bringing violence whether he wins or he loses, right? He's gonna put up the performance of a lifetime, whether it's fighting Tyson Fury in his trilogies, Dylan White in his two fights, whether he's fighting Alexander Usyk the Great, my guys, my people, whether he's fighting Carlos Takam, Vladimir Klitschko, whether he is fighting Pulev, right, Otto Wallin, Joe Joyce, my guys, my people. I know those names are not in any particular order, but does it really matter? I'm just giving you a list of names that he has fought before. He's got an amazing resume. Derek Chisora, my guys, my people. Even if he has got 13 losses on his record, we still love him because of his warpath. His warpath is absolutely tremendous. Second to none, my guys, my people. Now, equally as impressive is his outside the ring controversial headline grabbing antics, my guys, my people, some of which I remember. Here they are. First one was in Munich, Germany, when he was at the weigh-in ahead of his fight with Vitaly Klitschko, where he full palm slapped the giant Vitaly, my guys, my people. That absolutely stunned everybody. You know, and on the same night, he spat in the face of Vladimir Klitschko. Spat in the face of Vladimir Klitschko. Total disrespect, right? But we can't forget as well the brawl that he had with David Haye, isn't it? You know, David Haye did catch him though with a 3-piece. Pow! That 3-piece was sweet. Came in so fast, came in so fast. Derek Chisora thought that David Haye had glassed him. He didn't glass him. It was a 3-piece, my guys, my people, that he ate, and he ate that beautifully. But such is the character of Chisora, isn't it? He turns everything into into drama, you know. And we had no less drama against Dylan White at their presser, you know, that Sky face-off presser. Again, this is in no chronological order. They're just popping at you guys as I remember them, my guys, my people. But the tossing of the table in that presser, man, that is mayhem classic. My absolute favorite when it comes to chaotic situations involving Chisora's outside ring antics, my guys, my people. But Listen, put all the violence aside. The one that I love the most was when he managed to finesse Eddie Hearn to give him 50 grand, my guys, my people, extra money to fight, you know, Carlos Takam. Now, that was one of his most impressive wins in his career. And Eddie Hearn ran into the ring talking about what an impressive performance it was. And he came in with a shoulder injury and so. And only for Chisora to dampen his enthusiasm by openly letting him know that, listen, I didn't have a shoulder injury. I only told you that so I can get more money. Instant classic. Instant classic, my guys, my people. Absolutely unpredictable. Derek Chisora. You don't know whether it's going to go left or right. When you think it's going right, it's going left. When you think it's going left, it's going right. When you think it's going left or right, it's going directly to the center, my guys, my people. That is Derek Chisora. You know, he's a character, a true character, my guys, my people, and he is loved for it. On the other hand, of course, we have somebody that is equally loved. Deontay Wilder. He's so loved in his hometown of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, my guys, my people. His state of Alabama, he is loved. Totally loved, my guys, my people. Again, for his delivery inside the ring. Well famed for his outside of this world punching power, you know, that carried him all the way to the top of the WBC rankings as the heavyweight champion, my guys, my people. And he just laid everybody flat leading to that championship in the ring, you know, with just one punch, that thunderous right hand. Some memorable ones. Actually, the most impressive one was against Spilker. Man, he done Spilker dirty, my guys, my people. The way he made Spilker look, it looked like Spilker was like spilling water, spilling out of a bowl, a container or something, right? Or like a heap of dirty laundry just thrown to the ground. You know, it was scary. It was scary, my guys. And another one that was very impressive for me was the knockout punch that he delivered against Dominic Brazil. And he's been doing this time and time again. He's done it with Luis Ortiz as well, Tyson Fury. He's dropped him several times in their fight, regardless that you know, he lost, you know, the last two fights. He lost, he drew the first one, by the way. But yeah, he's been impressive with that knockout power that we've not been seeing much of lately, leading to this fight. You know, but he's been delivering, and outside the ring as well, he's full of antics too. Albeit you can't really call it antics, it's just who he is. He's a very dark individual, my guys, my people, where he would deliver one-liners at the press conferences ahead of his fights. He would deliver one-liners like, I want to catch a body. I want to watch your body shake on the floor, and just dark, absolutely dark, you know. And fans, they love that. They love that because it creates the hype around the fight to make it a big occasion, my guys. And it, in turn, it builds the fighter to the name that Deontay Wilder is today, my guys, my people. Absolutely impressive. You know, but Wilder, as of late, hasn't had much punching power as we see it, you know, and he has not been on good form, right? After his loss to Fury, yes, he got that great knockout first round against Hellenius, but then where was it against Parker? Where was it against Zhang? Where he got spun, my guys, my people. Didn't particularly go out to show it against Terrell Hendon either. That was his last fight, right? And Terrell was a journey man, my guys, my people. However, I have been seeing glimpses that Deontay Wilder is back, my guys, my people, despite you know, in most minds, that Deontay Wilder is an absolute done fighter, not to be recovered. not to be recovered, my guys, my people. They see him as somebody now who is just totally mentally fragile, something that can't be fixed, my guys, my people. Of course, people have taken this attitude because of his refusal to accept his losses to Fury, because he simply thinks Fury cheated, right? But who are we to dispute that? That's up to him and Fury, right? We don't know the real truth. We really don't, right? We can only point to strong evidence, that's it, or weak evidence that to support our claims, and that's it. But a strong evidence doesn't necessarily mean something is true. You know, it's not conclusive, my guys, my people. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not the type to be judging people like that and say, oh, this man is deluded. I ain't gonna do that. No way, Jose, my guys, my people. And yeah, also, yeah, so people are thinking he's mentally fragile, but of late he's been showing calm. He's been showing that you know, he's comfortable in his skin, and who he is. You know, he's come to terms with things, let's say, except that he's still not accepting Tyson Fury, as he showed in his interview with Chisora on the Piers Morgan show, when Piers Morgan, just like Simon Jordan, mentioned Tyson Fury, right? But look at the difference in reaction. With Jordan, he just blew up. He just blew up, my guys, my people. That was when he was still a bit shaky, right? And then with Piers Morgan, he was very controlled. He was very controlled. Made this point, told Piers Morgan, I just don't want to promote that name in any fashion. I don't want to promote Fury in any fashion just by mentioning his name, right? And he was very mature about things. He looked much more confident in himself. His newfound friend, Derek Chisora, quite an odd friend, because they're gonna be fighting, right? So it's quite an odd friendship, you know, but it seems to work. And Chisora backed him up too, told Pierce, listen, leave it out, mate. And that was it, right? That was it, my guys, my people. Now, he's in a better place now. He's in a better place now. I was smelling a bit of that in his last presser. I got that feeling that he's in the right place now in the last presser, and I started to get glimpses of that old Deontay Wilder. I'm starting to hear signs of that old Deontay Wilder, my guys, my people. Once again, he is growling and screaming at the top of his voice, "Bomb Squad!" When was the last time we heard that? He was a shell of himself against Zhilei Zhang in the build-up, against Parker in the build-up, even against Terrell Hendon. He was a little bit, you know, quiet. Just wasn't the same. But we are hearing glimpses of that again, my guys, my people, where he's talking about catching bodies. Again, my guys, my people, watching bodies shake on the floor. Again, my guys, my people, we are hearing him even talk about when he was a kid, where he would drag back the head of his peers just in an attempt to try and break their spine. Now, who does that except from Deontay, the old Deontay Wilder, my guys, my people? I think he's back. Deontay Wilder, who is reminding Derek Chisora, make sure when you come in the ring, bring your heart, because I'm looking to take that too, all right? And he's delivering one-liners such as we know him to. All I need is 1 second of perfection, and his lights out. All right, I only need to be perfect for 1 second, delivering one-liners like this right hand can erase bloodlines. I thought, whew, what a line, what a line, what a line. But you gotta give it to Chisora too. Chisora is both funny, right, and at the same time serious, right? He said to Deontay Wilder, who I think was promoting this Zeus gum shield. I think that was a PR stunt where he said the gum shield help him. I don't know how they help him, but it's absurd if he actually thinks they help him. Or Derek Chisora said, I don't know about your Zeus whatever, but listen, Me, I'm bringing war. I'm bringing war and pain, and I hope you are ready, my guys, my people. I don't see this fight, you know, reaching 12 rounds. In fact, it could end in the first round. Whew. Somebody is going to get knocked out. I've thrown every game plan outside of the window. The new game plan is F it. So said Derek Chisora, my guys, my people. He said he's going to let his team know the new game plan is F it. And that's what I like to hear. Just like I've always thought from the beginning, I've had no doubt that this is going to be a classic matchup. I know they're older fighters, but listen, it's older versus older, right? And it's not as if Deontay Wilder can't move anymore. He's still got good feet. He's still fast. It's just the mental state that was his issue, right? Derek Chisora, not as fast like he used to be. He's never been really fast anyway, but you can see he slowed down a bit. But in terms of the will to fight, he has not lost that. His aggression, he's not lost that. His fearlessness, he has not lost that, my guys, my people. His strong mental frame, win or lose, he has not lost that. And he's got power too. He's got power too. Not like Wilder though. Not like Wilder. Now, with that said, let me talk about, you know, the observation that I've made. And this is concerning his fight with Terrell Hendon, right? His last fight, which he faced much criticism for, even from myself as well. I thought, how is it taking you 7 rounds to knock out Terrell Hendon, a lowly journeyman that F.A. Jagba took out in 1 round, and rising prospect Richard Torres took out in 2 rounds? It shouldn't take somebody more seasoned like Deontay Wilder 7 rounds, my guys, my people. But boy, was I wrong. I went back and watched that fight again, and I'm totally pleased with Deontay Wilder's performance. I'm thinking maybe it was part of the game plan to get rounds, my guys, my people. After all, that was his first fight with Hauser, right? With Don Hauser, my guys, my people. It looked like they've been working on the jab, because he was using the jab consistently in that fight, and although he was throwing the right hand, he wasn't putting all his power into it, my guys, my people. It was more about hitting the target, scoring the points, and breaking down his opponent steadily, my guys, my people, instead of trying to blow him out with just 1 punch, bam, and that's it. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. It was about trying to become reacquainted with the skills in his arsenal that he had totally abandoned. All right, if you guys remember, he was using the jab in the second or third Fury fight where he was jabbing to the body, but he quickly abandoned it because he was looking for instant results with that right hand. And as soon as he abandoned it, Fury found a way to get in there and bulldoze him with his size, his skill level, everything that he had an advantage over Wilder with. He just killed Wilder with it, you know. So I think with that Terrell Hendon fight, Wilder was trying to box, and he was boxing well. He showcased his left hook, his right hook, which he dropped Hendon with in the second round. Check left hook, right? Then the right hand, he was throwing it in other ways as well, looping it, not just throwing it straight and hard. But when he did throw it, it was just to make sure he hit the target, because Hendon was quite elusive in there, wasn't he? He was swerving some of those punches, although he wasn't coming back with nothing. He was ducking the right hand to begin with when Wilder did throw it hard, right? So Wilder, he showed more fighting IQ in that fight, more fighting IQ, more boxing IQ, more intelligence. And he concentrated on breaking down Hendon slowly, and then by the 5th, 6th, and 7th round, that's when he sped things up, and we saw the result. We saw Hendon breaking down pretty fast, very fast, my guys, my people, that the referee had to jump in and say, enough is enough. You ain't gonna win. You were just called to give this man rounds, my guys, my people, not to get yourself hurt, you know. So yeah, cooled it off called it off, my guys, my people. I think it was a great performance. And if he can showcase the same boxing skills against Derek Chisora, then we have a different Deontay Wilder, my guys, my people, who could win this fight on points. But if applies that right hand with those skills, we could see a knockout. And I'm going to predict a knockout, actually. Before I said maybe 7 or 8 rounds. Now I'm going for 9 round or 10 rounds, my guys, my people. In the 9th or 10th round, he takes out Derek Chisora, because Derek Chisora, listen, he's got an amazing gas tank, because he can just keep going and going and going and going and going. But he does that when he's tired. Even it's just his will that is pushing him through. It's not that he's not tired. He is simply just tired. He's tired in there. You see that in all of these fights, right? But he's just a stubborn guy. He's a stubborn guy, my guys. But I think a punch like Chisora can wake him up. That look, you can seriously get hurt, just like Fury woke him up and took him out, right? If Fury can take him out, so can Wilder. And I think that Wilder is back. I think he's back. I strongly do believe it. I could be wrong, but hey, this is boxing, my guys, my people. Who can't be wrong? Who can't be wrong, my guys, my people? And yeah, Derek Chisora, talking about whether he wins or loses, is going to walk away from the sport, possibly. And I'm a bit more convinced now because of what he weighed in at. 266.7 pounds. That's a career's highest, isn't it? Compared to Derek Chisora, compared to Deontay Wilder, who is always in shape. He weighed in at 226.4 pounds, my guys. Just a little heavier than the Terrell Hendon fight, my guys, my people. The only 2 other fights where he came in heavier than that came in the 230s, I believe, and that was in the last 2 Fury fights, you know. So I think with Dunhouse as well, it was about getting his optimum weight right, where he can get that power, plus he will be able to move and box as well, you know. Listen, he is taller, way taller, 6'6" to Chisora's 6'1", 82-inch reach to Chisora's 74-inch reach. Look at the big difference. Look, stylistically, he can line Chisora up, who is slow-footed, by the way. That will give Deontay Wilder, who has faster feet as well, to maintain that range, right? And let that right hand go when he needs to, you know. So I think he's going to win, and he's going to take out Chisora, my guys, my people, 9th or 10th round. And Chisora maybe will be slower as well. He's a bit chubby around the waist. He's a bit chubby around the waist. It did say fight camp was becoming more and more difficult, and he's showing evidence of that. And it says that's the reason why he would retire. It's not the fights that make it hard, it's the fight camps, my guys, my people. Regardless of the opportunities that might be available for him, maybe he might retire, my guys, my people. And listen, I did predict before this fight that AJ might fight the winner of Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder. That is not totally out of this world, is it? It's not totally out of this world. It could happen, because Chisora himself has said AJ is going to be there on fight night. AJ, who hardly goes to anybody's fights, what is he doing there? Except to survey who he might be fighting next, my guys, my people. If that happens, absolutely epic. I say let's get it, my guys, my people. And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one, right? No, Deontay Wilder, if he wins, the world is his oyster. He's still after that Usyk fight, right? He's still after that Usyk fight. That couldn't happen. Deontay Wilder said no, partly that was the reason, because he wants to give himself a winning chance. He wants to sharpen up his tools, and he's been working on that, I should imagine. He thought that Derek Chisora was the fight to take now first before an Usyk fight. But he's also got in his mind Anthony Joshua, right? And who knows, a win for him could pave a path to a full fight with Tyson Fury. It could, my guys, my people. But listen, enough speculations. I'm done, my guys, my people. Before you leave, do like, do share, subscribe, of course. drop your comments below, my guys, my people. And as always, stay super blessed, and you can catch me on the next one, right? Stay blessed, my guys, my people. We out there.